Hey YouTube, Treadmill Love Nuts is coming right back at you. This is a review for Mary Mary reality TV show, season 1, episode 5. So the episode starts off with Mary Mary in their kitchen. Well, Erica and Tina in their kitchen as their sister stylist Goo was filming them doing a vlog. And as they were doing the vlog, they basically wanted to come on and tell their fans, you know, like, we're coming back out there and we love you, we can't wait to see you guys, and things of that nature. And Goose says, okay, y'all gonna sing? And Tina, she's the edgy one because Erica is the more mild one. And Tina was like, why every artist gotta sing every time they do a vlog? Like it's their little sad show concert, you know? But come on, but you know, all the fans are always looking forward for artists to, you know, perform and sing. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So they just, I mean, right on cue, it was like they had this mental connection and they just started singing this song. Does he have a last name? Or so they go shopping and Goo talks about this new boyfriend that she has. And she's like really geeked because he called her or something. He lives in Atlanta and they're in LA. I think they're in LA. So they're going back and forth about, you know, we got to make sure that this man's good for you and da 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 da. She was in a confession saying that her sisters just really want the best for her because they know she's been through a lot. So this is why they're pretty much a little overprotective. At the same time, she was saying, well, you guys been in relationships, and they're looking like, okay, this relationship lasted 11 years because they're both currently happily married. So they had to kind of like pump her brakes on that. And it goes where Tina and Erica's on the phone talking, and Erica plans a sister night out or sister weekend out in Palm Springs. So they get all their sisters, about 10 of them all together, and included in that 10 was like a sister-in-law, and it was a niece, but they grew up like sisters, so they were all sisters. And they have a really good looking family. I mean, all their sisters, you can tell they all are sisters and look alike. During that outing, Erica suggests to do pole dancing as a workout. Tina was having a big problem with it because she felt like we're gospel artists. We already are being challenged on our gospel approach anyway. I don't want the bloggers coming out looking, you know, finding this and, you know, making it seem like we doing pole dancing. It's like sexual. So she didn't really want to do it. But Erica assured her that it's just for a workout and for fun, and it's only sexual if that's the way you look at it. But it's a workout, which everyone hears that pole dancing was one of the newer things that women get into for, you know, workout, because it really is. The way that girl went up that pole, she climbed up there like a spider. Okay? So then there was the part that when Erica and Tina wanted to tell their mother and father about the pole dancing. Tina knew that the parents would be against this. So they say, Dad, you know, Mom, when we go to the sister retreat, we want to, you know, do pole dancing. And Dad said, what? Mind you, everyone is grown, but Daddy's little girls. He said, oh no, Dad, it's not like that. We're doing it for a workout, you know, for exercise and things like that. He said, I don't want my girls on no pole. You know what? You know how that look? And so they're looking like, well, Dad, I mean, it's not like that, you know, no more. And he was like, you know, that's how it was. And they was like, well, what do you know about that? He said, look, you don't know everything about your daddy. I, you know, got a pass. He said, well, what was you doing? He said, everything I could. Everybody bust out laughing. That was too funny. They was like, ugh, like the visual was like, oh, no, 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 Daddy. Now, the children are home with their dads, and they're going to be super dads is what they call themselves. So they're going to have their little daddy time with the kids. And in the meanwhile, the two husbands, are Eric and Tina husband that is going to invite Des, which is their younger sister, Elena, fiance. She just got engaged on the last episodes. So anyway, going back to the tour bus. It's a really beautiful tour bus. It's all comfortable and, you know, like a house in there. So they are talking about some of the things they're going to be doing, and it goes to one of the sisters says, she says, well, we're gonna do this little event, you know. And the girl said, well, what are we gonna do? And then the other one said, then another sister says, pole dancing. She's like, yeah. Tina goes on this rant again about how she's not having it. And then they start talking to the little sister, Elena, about being married and some of the things she'll go through. They get to Palm Spring, and one of the scenes, they were out having dinner or breakfast because it was early in the day. And they start talking about Tina because she thinks she's pregnant. So they're saying, you're going to take a test. And she's like, she pretty much didn't want to be worried about her being pregnant right now. No, they received a call from their mother, and she was saying she wished she could have been there, and you know, she should have been the one receiving a call from somebody while she was there with her daughters, you know, having fun. But she was just calling to check on the girls. So that was a cute little scene. Because it just was kind of cute just to see them all get together, all the sisters. It reminded me of a little scene like the Braxtons, how they all get together and have a great time. So I forgot to tell you, when they checked into the hotel, Tina didn't like it. She thought it was low budget and they had bed bugs, and she wasn't used to that type of accommodation. But she said she better go ahead and deal with it because they all came together, want to have a good time. She had to make it work. So they also go to the spa. You know, all this is like a retreat. So they go to the spa, and they're talking again about Goo's 5-month relationship with her boyfriend. And they was asking, where did you meet him and how did y'all meet? And she said, we met on Facebook. Then they go on this a 4-wheeler, you know, dune buggy. So they all on a dune buggy, and you know, like Tina said, she's like a tomboy by her, so this was up her alley. So she's on there and she's gone, and everybody went their kind of separate ways, and her dune buggy cut off. So she's like, and you could see the way the camera was placed on the, I guess, handlebars or something. It made her look really funny. It was really a funny scene. So she's like, oh my God, it won't start up, and it wouldn't start up. And she's like, I'm in middle of nowhere, basically, because they're all going about their business. And she's like, it won't start up. And she's trying to start. She's panicking. She's like, help, help. And suddenly it started up. So she was back on the road again. So she was happy. She's like, oh, yes, yes, I got it started. It looked really fun. That was a very fun episode. They were doing so many things. And as a sisterly bond type of deal, it was just beautiful. I really enjoyed it. Also, during the dune buggy, she caught up with her little sister Elena, and she called herself having a talk about how so you know that you're gonna be, your body parts are gonna be used an awful lot in the first 2 years, because that's all y'all gonna be doing is having a lot of sex. And the sister, she's like 22, maybe something like that. She's pretty young, 24. And she was like, so you gotta be prepared to be sleepy, to be tired, and my God, on y'all wedding night, you're not gonna even be able to walk. She was just keeping it real with her, because she was like, you know, like that's how she get down. And it was okay for her because she's married. So they get to the pole dancing little thing, and the lady demonstrate how to do it, and they were all involved except Tina. She wanted to sit down. She said, look, If you guys want to do it, y'all feel comfortable, that's fine, but I'm not. This Mary is not going to do it. I saw her point, because they are, to me, I almost think they're a little, I hate to say gimmicky, because they so down to earth. Like she said, they're not the average gospel singers, They're not the Sunday morning singers, they're singing these old hymns. Their tracks are R&B, but their message is the gospel. So that is, the main deal about gospel is the message. So how it's delivered, God got to use you the way He wants to use you. So if it works, it works. So this is why I said they're a little gimmicky, because I think they probably really want to be R&B, but they found where this marketing structure could work better for them, and it has. They're a very successful gospel duo. I guess about a day later, the next day, because they had a full schedule. They were supposed to have a pajama party with pizza, but the younger group of the sisters, they decided to go to see a live band, so they kind of was dressed, really cute. And I guess it was too risque for the Marys, for Erica and Tina, and they was like, oh no, you're supposed to be in your pajamas, because they was in their pajamas. And the younger group was like, y'all are officially old. Y'all want to sit there in some pajamas and pizza? We want to go out. Let's go out. And she's like, no, we're not going out. This is what we're going to do. And they were talking about the way they were dressed. Like one of the sisters, on this really short skirt, but she was a young, cute girl. She could wear it, So that scene was really cute, because they were all in the one room. And one of them had brought the test, the pregnancy test. They was like, take the test, talking to Tina. Tina didn't want to do it because she didn't want to be bothered with that during this trip, but she went and did it. And as she went to go do it and was trying to read the results, everything was in slow motion, and everyone was looking all like anticipating the answer, and everyone's looking like, Erica, which I think was pretty selfish, she was saying, no, she can't be pregnant. We already canceled the tour because of my pregnancy, so we can't do that again. We have a full schedule for 2012. We're going to have to put it off again. This is not good, and, this and this and that. And I'm sure she wasn't meaning to come all so strongly against it, but they do have to think about their career. So, and Erica said her pregnancy was planned after their last album because it was a break in there. So she knew, when she wanted to get pregnant. So although they did have to cancel this this tour they were going to do because of her pregnancy complications. But no one knows that's going to happen. So, I'm sure our fans understand. So the results come in, and now remind you, in the last episode, she took a test when she had to go rush Erica to the hospital, and she took a test from the doctor, for Erica's doctor, and he said she was negative. But the beginning of the episode, when they were doing the vlog, she was saying, I know that doctor said I wasn't pregnant, but I really feel like I'm pregnant. I'm late. So fast forward back to when she was taking the test, it was positive. And she was like, oh my God, and she really felt like a massive anxiety came over her. Like, this is too much. I already got to share myself with 4 children. How am I going to do it with the extra one? And because it wasn't planned or anything. So, I guess those things happen. But when you married and you having nighttime fun, those are the consequences, that happens. So, she wasn't like mad, but I guess she was just overwhelmed. They're going to be just fine. And all her sisters were there supporting her and hugging her, making little jokes. And Erica was like, no. They were like happy, like, oh, yes, you're having a baby. And Erica was like, no, stop. This is not happy. So although Erica was saying, no, this is not good news, when Tina was like, what am I going to do? And Erica quoted a scripture in the Bible about, he bring you to it, he gonna bring you through it. So, she gave some uplifting, encouraging words to her sister, and they love each other. So, I think momentarily she had a little selfish and just that career mind, and then she quickly came right back to the loving sisters. She was like, I thank God all my sisters are here, because I would have been pulling my hair out if I was by myself with this, finding out this news. So, and then go back home where the daddies were, the two husbands were talking with the younger sister fiance. They were just telling him how the Atkins girls are, and that's their maiden names. And they were just saying, they're picky, they're really close, like you cannot get between those girls. They talk, they, argue, they're particular, you just gotta be ready for it. It's almost like they were scaring him, but I guess they were just keeping it real. And they said they're very loving husbands and, really good fathers. So I think Desmond was probably in the best, I think it's Dez, I think his name is, was in the best place. Instead of around all the girls all the time, he was just around the men. I haven't left anything out, I hope not. But if I did, just leave it below and we can converse back and forth with each other. But I really like this. I'm going to come back in and probably recap on episode 1 through 4 all in one video. So we'll see how that goes. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.